I do actually have another challenge I want to try. Something a little bit more devious. We're probably gonna go negative on time here, but I do have an idea that has piqued my curiosity, you might say. Was that pun on purpose? Actually, no, it wasn't. Um, no, I have something a little devious I'd like to try. Setting up life split. All right. We're not going to be doing 1 pocket percent, so I actually need to save splits. This splits as pocket percent. Life split is still barely working. It's honestly kind of worrying. It's this bad. We're gonna try something even more crazy. That's right. 7 coconuts percent. Have I beaten the game solo before? Yes, I've done Ascent 7 alone. Start is 1, split is 1, undo is 8, skip is 2. Pause is not set. We'll set it to here's what we'll do. Start will be right arrow. Pause will be middle. Undo will be left. Skip will be 9. Reset will be 2. Think that works? It says I have 1 run completed out of 0. I need to delete all my times. How do I erase my personal best? Clear history. Cool. All right. Save these splits. Yes. Okay. So the goal of 7 coconuts percent is that you have to get to the end. You have to get to the peak holding 7 coconuts. They have to be unbroken coconuts. They may not be destroyed. I'm gonna deactivate the auto splitter because I'm gonna be splitting manually. But they must be. Oh, I don't have a keybind to stop. I should probably fix that. Oh, I guess it just stops automatically. All right. So you cannot do it Ascent 4 or higher because you cannot have 7 items and escape the mountain. So we will be doing it on peak. No Ascents. Because it's already going to be hard enough. And we'll start at first input. And we'll just do it here. Are my hotkeys not set on? I do not have global hotkeys on. That's awkward. Okay, good enough. All right. So technically it doesn't matter as long as you exit the mountain with 7 coconuts. Some possible improvements you might be able to find are to have less coconuts and then like find some at Mesa or something. But for my run, we will be holding 7 coconuts the entire time. Bonus stamina is going to be huge. So here are our 7th coconuts. Really good thing we didn't take fall damage. Oh dear. Chat, we may not be able to hold 7 coconuts. Never mind, we're fine. This is all we need. You might be wondering how we're going to survive this if we're not able to hold anything more and we have like 7% of our stamina as our max. And to that, I say it's quite simple. Throw the bag. That is the only way you're going to be able to do anything, is to throw the bag. So my goal is to beat this game while having 10% stamina or less. As a bonus challenge, that means that if I go in Mesa and I get more than 10% heat, then I'll fail the thing. I also don't want to take any fall damage, so that I can get that as well. Also, if you get incapacitated and the coconuts roll out and then they blow up, that's a failed run. It's harder than Nergigante naked? I don't actually know. We're about to find out, though. The hardest thing is going to be probably Alpine and Mesa, because you have to go through it with extremely low stamina, and you can't pick up food because you don't have any carry weight, and you can't use the coconuts because you have to leave with 7. If you leave with fewer than 7 coconuts, it's a failed run. Even getting out of shore is going to be a little bit rough. I mean, we do have the capability to move. It's just that when our hunger ticks to 5 or higher ticks, then we're not going to be able to move while holding the backpack. You're going to have one or the other. You're going to have to throw it to not die. If at any point you lose the backpack, that's a failed run. Part of the reason I wanted to play on Peak and not Ascents is that the hunger being faster is going to make it so much harder. That's annoying. Technically, you can throw the coconuts too, as long as they don't break. Not a failed run. We are already in trouble. I mean, technically, you can eat a couple coconuts on shore. There are coconut trees across the map. But, for the sake of training for the later areas where this is going to be a lot harder, I'm not going to. Wouldn't it be funny if I just threw it into an abyss? Already lost it. Oh, I should probably change the title of the stream. We're already quite low on options. Wait, what? We can't even throw it up. Where do we go from here? Eh. That works. Should probably keep my last bit of stamina so I can hear when I run out. So my hunger just ticked up, so now I can't hold this anymore. If I hold it for too long, I'll pass out. And remember, if I pass out, I drop the coconuts, they fall, they break, and the run is over. So now I gotta go find some food. I have to return here to return to the coconuts. Here we go. It's like now we're fine. We'll even be able to walk with the pack on for a little bit. What luxuries we have in this game. Can play the game without having to stop every couple seconds. Look at that. We have stamina. We have stamina at home. Stamina at home. You know what the other problem is? If this is a good mountain, I only have like 6 hours to do this run. Before the mountain resets. Honestly, maybe I shouldn't have thrown it there. I don't know that I can actually get over there. How can you throw this accurate? I've gotten a little bit good at it from how much I've been throwing before, mainly because I do usually tote 4 or 5 coconuts with me. If I'm being honest, like there's some coconuts up here. So you can actually drop, you can actually come up here with no coconuts and still be fine. They don't have to be the coconuts from the beach. As long as you end with 7 coconuts, everything is fine. The hell is that? In a way, this is also kind of a run with no damage, because if you take any statuses, you're kind of fucked. You fall and get injured, that's kind of just the run is over. Unless you can get really good at throwing the pack in the like 4 or 5 seconds you have before you just die. But yeah, imagine doing this on double hunger. Look at it this way. If you thought this was throwing accurate, just wait until we get into the kiln. Although technically, I could just put these coconuts into this bag and then just tote both of them. And then I can have all of my stamina as long as I just bring both of these bags with me. Although I don't plan on doing that. Actually, I'm gonna hold on to this until I get a tick of hunger. Kind of just waiting for it to happen at this point. There it is. So one of the other problems we have, that if we see the zombie, we're in some tough shit. Because that's gonna be hard to deal with. Also, we can't eat any poison shrooms. Or else we'll die from that too. Sounds good. Here's the problem. Zombies spawn around the red areas. The red spore clouds. Oh shit. Oh, actually it's Jover already. That is something I hadn't considered. Damn, I'm getting chomped on right now. Dude, he's going crazy. And the coconuts are broken. He's still going crazy. Anyway. Now I am flying bones. Yeah, spiders are insta-kill. I didn't consider that. How do I reset the run? That's that button, yes. We'll go. Alright. I'd say probably the only run rule is you can't play on Tenderfoot. Other than you have to get 7 coconut. Where it like falls backwards. Didn't happen. Look, that was just it was to get better coconut luck. Those coconuts were unlucky. They were cursed coconuts. Okay, look, there's a coconuts right at spawn. That means they have to be good. Right, Bing Bong? I can tell you what. Alright. Oh, there's not enough coconuts. Oh, yeah, there is. Alright, the 7 coconuts have been obtained. A little bit of fire damage for good luck. You ever just casually realize that that's gonna kill me? I was wondering if that would make me throw further. I don't think it does. Eh. I wonder if the time you have awake is affected by how far over the stamina limit you are. I think it is. Could be wrong though. Do we know if the balloons still reduce weight even if they're attached to you as a an object instead of in your inventory? I actually don't know. Just gonna wait for the hunger tick. I'm not even holding on to the berry. That shit's flying in my hands. I was so close. If I just held it, it would have been fine. I would have looked like a gaming wizard. Like I knew exactly when I was going to take hunger damage. Instead, I hesitated, and now I look like a gaming idiot. Which, in fairness, is more accurate. said earlier that the run rules were no tenderfoot, and then the 7 coconuts, but I actually do want to add, it is the same route as no major glitches, and 7 coconuts, plus no tenderfoot. I don't think no major glitches allows you to play on tenderfoot, but if it does, mine doesn't. Damn. I slid straight past the standable ground. Oh, I forgot to start the timer anyway, so oh well. That was a practice round. That's how that works. Once again, it's for the coconut luck. It's near the airplane. That means it wins or something. The other thing to mention is that yes, we still could get probably all the way to the top without actually bringing coconuts from the bottom. But have to have we have to have the training. The rest of the game is going to be this. If we make short easier, it's just going to be worse to learn it in later areas. All right. I guess if we're trying to be complete about our category definition, we should consider the possibility of people trying to play this multiplayer, in which case every single player must get 7 coconuts to the end. Or I guess well, no, I was going to say every living player, but no, every player. If somebody dies and doesn't make it to the peak, it's a failed run. Category isn't supposed to be easy. It's supposed to be painstaking, miserable, and coconut. I think it might genuinely be one of the hardest peak challenges there is. You have like no ability to do anything. I mean, being able to throw the bag helps a lot, especially in areas where food isn't extremely plentiful, but definitely not a get out of jail free card. You're doing 20 to life. I don't think I make this. Um, just trying to imagine doing this on higher ascents. Essentially, the cold night one, if you're doing solo, would just be find a place to put all the coconuts, and then just wait. The other thing that might be a problem is the fog actually poses a pretty decent threat because only 5 ticks of ice will kill you. Well, shit. You know, one of the good things about this is that my stamina recovers immediately once it starts. There's not much to recover, but, you know, we'll take what we can get. I'm not gonna get up from there. I actually don't think I'll make this. A really long bridge. That's pretty good. But it doesn't actually affect you while you have the balloons attached to you. That's maybe not as good. It's worse than I was hoping. I might have to go leave my coconuts for a moment to go find some food. Hmm. So, slight issue. Kind of expected any of these bushes to have something to work with, but they don't. And I don't think the lollipop will make it so that I'm immune to running out of stamina entirely. It'd be interesting if there was like a scoring note where it's like almost like max percent where a run is better than another run, either if it is faster or breaks less coconuts. So we might have to take a cardinal sin here. We might have to eat a coconut. We'll have to replace it before we get to the top, of course, but I really don't see a way in which we continue this run without eating a coconut. So this is part of the scoring now, is that if somebody can beat this, even if they take significantly longer than me, but they break 0 coconuts, then it is a better run. I'll take the 0 damage. Slightly worrying that I'm still failing this, even with lots of coconutless stamina. Well, shit, I didn't expect to grab that low. Welcome to my new speedrun. It's called Get Up This Fucking Wall percent. I could just do the boring route and actually go around on the ladder. Not ladder. The bridge. Just safe and boring. I feel like it's taking a lot longer to get out of shore this time. slightly worrying thing. None of these coconuts have None of these trees have coconuts on them. Rather, I mean, the coconuts don't have trees on them either. That would be very heavy. All right, we're back in it. We could put down a checkpoint flag. Yeah, these are poison. Chat, but what if? It wasn't worth it. All right, chat. We're almost to the first campfire. We just have to not pass out. But I'm trying to spend not so much time with the backpack held. All right, now we can hold the backpack. Roots again. If a spider catches us, we instantaneously die. That's the knowledge we got from last time. Gotta keep an eye on the up now. And we also have to look out for zombies, because if they hit us, we turn into a zombie, which is not very conducive to getting coconuts to the top of the mountain. Yeah. Thinks he owns the place. We can also throw a coconut at the spiders to stun them. That's a failed run. I would, but there's really no reason to. Take the medicinal route. It won't help me if I am injured, because I won't be able to hold it. I am slightly worried about looking too sky high and not seeing a zombie. Luckily, if we do find a zombie, we only need to evade them for 2 minutes. Yes. Where are the other ones? Okay. So we found one of them. I forgot to start the run timer again, but that's fine. I'll just start it now, and we'll retime it. Do that too high. Trying to stay well far away from that zombie, that he doesn't wake up and cause problems for me. Is that gonna stay up there, or is that gonna go down? Oh, piss. Okay. Not the only one who heard that impact sound, right? I could just throw this in here, I guess. I do think that this will be the hardest biome to get through. That other red area up there. So the problem is, There's a red area up there. That probably means there's another zombie up there. Because it's about one per area. Is what I read on the wiki. Or I read on Reddit, actually. The wiki didn't have any information about it. But yeah, this is going to be the hardest biome, I think, by far. Both because of the wind, which is going to blow your pack down. So you'll have to chase after it. And the zombies, which are in of themselves enough of an issue. There's another fucking zone. Damn. I hear alarming noises. And I gotta do something quick. It's a poison shroom. Reminder that since Alpine is in rotation, and Mesa is the only other biome you can get coconuts in, then sure. Breaking a coconut at this point is a failed run. I like keep my eyes peeled. All right. Realistically, I need to find some food. Hey, bud. Have I gotten the fog rises for this map yet? Anybody paying attention? I sure as hell wasn't. That's something that's nice. I only need to bounce on these twice to get full stamina back. Keep hearing like other steps. There's either my guy dancing more than I expect, or there's actually something else up here. This is what paranoia looks like. Which is funny that I act like I'm not going to die from a zombie falling from the sky to kill me. Realistically though, where do I go from here? I don't think I'm making it through that with only 5 ticks of stamina. Kinda have to try though. Probably should have come up with a plan before doing that though. I think that one's good. It is. How am I gonna get it though? No. I have to take the alternate path up, I think. I don't think I'm making that, though. How am I going to get up there? Really should have figured this out before throwing my pack, huh? I think I did already get the fog rises. Um, Look at all that. I don't see the barrier for it, though. Wait, I could have jumped. Oh, man. I didn't think about it in time. If I can get a wind to push me towards that, I might be able to make it. Does need to be relatively soon, though. Might also be able to, like, jump onto this. It doesn't just make me break my legs. Isn't the right wind? I mean, a backwards wind might work, too. I don't think I'm making that, though. So far. If I miss, I just fall to my death. The only problem is that be close to the idea of running out of climbing stamina. Congratulations on being real. Alright, let's go. Go time. Or not. Honestly, that as funny as it is, that might be ripped. I don't know how I'm gonna get up to the pack. I mean, I can try going this way, but I don't know if it'll reconverge. Am I tired yet? Not really. Oh, well, that's not good. Apparently woke him up. Is just grand. Um, Essentially, if he bites me, the game is over. That's not helping either. Oh shit. Jump for me, bitch. Where'd he go? There he is. Um, so those are zombies. So if he bites me, the game is over. Because I don't have any way to cure it. Coming up. Um, Might be dead anyway. Kind of depends on whether or not he's smart enough to avoid the water. If he's smart enough to avoid the water, it's Jover. I need to wait until my spores expire, or else I'm gonna die from continuing. Maybe he wants a hug. Yeah, he wants a hug and to put a mushroom in me. Exactly as sussily as that sounds. I think he's dead. I don't know that I have enough stamina to throw it. Yeah, I think he died. I think he fell down in there and then timed out. They only get 2 minutes after you wake them up. After which they just disintegrate, I guess. Problem is, we're starting to get to the point where I'm never going to recover. I have to wait. We're starting to get to the point where I'm never going to recover. Because, my spores are pretty high. Or not my spores, my hunger is pretty high. I may have just overshot. Oh, I have another problem. I don't think I'm gonna make that. To somehow make that jump. I'm like wary of these spore clouds because that's where the zombies spawn in the spore clouds. You have to be very afraid if you're in one. At least if you don't want a mushroom in you. What do we got? Forage Drink and Rescue Claw. Um, so about the Rescue Claw. It may actually not be all that good. I can Rescue Claw into this shelf fungus, but I have a feeling that there's a fun guy. Oh, there's not. Why is that so dark? Huh? Guess an item got blown into it. I need to start moving. Any fun guys? No, you're not a fun guy either. Okay. I would eat the shrooms for food, but They have a chance to just give you a ton of spores. Which isn't good. Another rescue claw, huh? Oh, you know what I didn't think about? Didn't think about the drowsy. Where'd the rescue claw go? Suppose it's gone. Banished from this realm. Alright. We should do a quick once over, see if we can find any guys we shouldn't wake up. Watch out for him. Still do think that Roots is going to be the hardest level by far. Because Alpine is like cold, but like it's not really that hard. But with Roots, there's just so much going on. You have to like dodge these bombs on the ground, and then there's a zombie that wants to chomp on you. If you let them get a taste, then you're kind of fucked. There's another cloud over there. Trying to like locate the zombie. I mean, realistically, if there's a zombie over here, I can get him to jump off the edge. Other major issue is I'm about to die of starvation. Which is the irony of holding 7 coconuts. I almost just missed. That would have been funny. Ridged. I can't drink. I can't eat that. Uh-oh. Alright, let's do a little bit of looking. Fuck me. Not with the mushroom. That wasn't what I meant. I might legitimately just wait here for 2 minutes. He doesn't have forever to get me. Problem is, I don't have forever to get out of here. But with Daz, with with the health and stuff I have now, that's not good. Um, is he running out of time over there? Like, what's going on? Has it not been 2 minutes yet? Am I just being impatient? 'Cause he's repeatedly playing his aggression sound. Still playing his aggression sounds. He may not be giving up, and if he's not, then we're in some really deep trouble. Maybe they require 2 minutes of positive confrontation. Still a positive, actually. Um, Problem is, I do probably actually have to go up this way. With as I am now, um, not likely. We're not likely to win that. Just gonna take the alternate way up and hope for the best. Um, medicinal route would solve a lot of my problems. But I don't expect it. That's more problems. But I said that's more problems. That's a lot of problems. He stopped playing his aggression sounds, which could mean that he's dead. Could mean that he's being a dick. Yeah, I don't see him. I don't think they go back to sleep, so that either means he was chasing me and just never got close, or he's currently chasing me and he's about to kick my ass. He's in that hole. I assumed he lost sight of me, but I don't see him anymore, so all we can do is hope that he doesn't see us. Especially with us as injured as we are. Six. It's not the worst it could have been. It's trying to get there, but it's not going to. Reminder, if I go unconscious, the game ends. Playing his aggression sons again. Let's get the hell out of here. I don't need stamina. It's not going to do anything for me. This might be one of the only places in the entire level that I can actually go unconscious. We need to get out of here quick so we don't just like fog out and die. About that. Have some additional issues. There's the solution to two of them. Bing Bong may have crashed my plane and tried to assassinate me countless times, but at the very least, he's got some pretty good airline food. I like this. That's not happening. We're running out of time. It may have went slightly further than I expected. Don't tell me. That's fine. I can live with that. I'm already having to throw the backpack every 2 seconds, so what's more injury? Chat, we made it past roots. The first hard part is over with. You might have noticed I said first hard part. There's a lot of them, actually. Already cooked? Oh, looks cooked. Only. All right. You thought any part of this run wasn't going to be incredibly painful. I feel sorry for you. That isn't what I expected. That is a rude beginning, isn't it? Generally, they're supposed to let you get to somewhere that you can take cover first to start winding you. But, you know, hey. Essentially how Alpine is going to work is whenever the wind blows, you just have to immediately drop your pack. The heat pack will counteract a lot of it, but it won't fully counteract it. Hoping I'll find something like a like bandages. Let's go. All right. Now we have the other problem, which is hunger in this map is going to be rough. Because the only thing on this map that we can use to get food back is the orange winter berries. And the yellow ones, but you have to find the oasis, and I've never have, so. Yeah, the major issue is going to be hunger. Once again, can't eat the coconuts. We need them. Is that the oasis? The hot spring, rather? A lot of smoke coming off of it. Suggests it might be pretty hot. It is. Hey, buddy. Sorry to yoink your berry, but it had to be done. Okay. We're gonna go yoink their other berry. Only slightly sorry. Wait. For Crispberry here. Thought I was gonna leave you alone. I will say I didn't expect to actually get a run deep. So I do as best as I can to actually finish it. Mainly because I do think that I'm probably not going to get one past roots again. So trying to capitalize on the situation a little bit. Damned. Well, fuck. Alright, looks like we're already doing the thing. Oh, fuck me. Watch me just keep going lower and lower. Wow. Grabbed twice, got absolutely no height. Technically, you can go up this, but I'm not gonna try it. I mean, what's more damage? I'm already at the floppy bit. Problem is, it's already starting, the fog is starting to rise already. I need to go relatively quickly. Jammed again. I mean, once again, what's more damage? Where'd it go? Great. I'm amazed it stayed on. Um, that save though. Why did picking up a coconut make me fall? Up? So rude. Alright, I'm gonna try to finesse it. Well, chat, that's one coconut down. I mean, gonna keep going. Chat, that's two coconuts down. I'm not losing a third. Problem is that once I got here, I ran out of stamina. I mean, it's technically not necessarily a dead run. They could just decide to put coconuts in Snowland for some reason. But no, it's probably a dead run. We could see if we can get 5 coconuts. Probably not though, because I don't have enough stamina to make this jump. Could try to leave this coconut here and see. I just want to see what the luggage was. Was it anything good? I mean, airline food was okay. Dude, this rock is crazy. Impossible to get up. I shouldn't drink this. No. Man. You know, I gotta get up quick because if the wind starts, I'm kind of fucked here. Brown says you can stand there. I got lied to. So we may have lost 2 of the coconuts, but I'm going to continue the run and see how many coconuts I can get to the end. It's a failed 7 coconuts run, but currently we have 5 left, so we can at least get 5 coconuts to the end. Chat, hear me out. Well, that wasn't a good play. It was worth a shot. Okay, now it was definitely worth the shot. I'm gonna say that even though I have inventory slots, I can't use them. They're still reserved for coconuts. How annoying. Already? Fucking hell. Ugh. I think the speed of the wind picked up just to make it more annoying. You stop dancing and stop fucking flopping around. I'm just trying to go up. I can't go up this way. At least that's something. I will say this is probably one of the more frustrating peak runs you can do. It's just like you throw it's like backpack boomerang, like comes back so often. infinite wind for real. Um, I have to get up somewhere else and then come back down for it. I didn't take damage from that. Oh, it's the fog wall. That certainly throws a wrench into the plans. All right, I'm not getting 5. Let's see if I can get 4. I just don't have enough stamina to do it. Yeah, no. This entire area is in the fog already? I mean, I can get out of this, but like, the point. Damn. That's rough. But hey, PB is now like 1200-ish meters. But yeah, no, I'm calling it now. I've been streaming for 10 hours. Hey, look, the autosplayer. No, it didn't. I forgot about it. Um. All right. Oh, and ad just ran again. All right. I'm not going for again. But yes. Who shall we raid? Let's see. Wait, the subathon is still going. The donathon, rather. Oops. All right, we're gonna go ahead and raid Makari. Everybody, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I hope you have a great day. Everybody, our raid message is: you are never safe from the Assyria raid. And then we'll use popcorn. That's our raid message. But yes, thank you for watching, and I don't know what we'll do on Monday. Technically, I'm supposed to be doing Monster Hunter, but I forgot. And honestly, I kind of don't want to play Monster Hunter at the moment. But who knows? Maybe that'll change once I sleep. So I don't know. I just work here. But yes, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.